Breaking news in Washington, D.C. as two National Guard soldiers were just shot blocks from the White House in the same area that I walk through every morning on my way into the complex. I know that sidewalk, I know that Peet's Coffee, and today, uniformed service members were ambushed right there. Sorry, I'm pretty pissed off. This attack comes as Democrats accuse the Guard of doing Trump's bidding, deporting illegal immigrants. And tell me, do you guys think that rhetoric is putting our troops in danger? I think it does. Let me know in the comments. My name is Tom, I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also White House correspondent for the Next News Network. And this happened on the same stretch of sidewalk I take every morning before entering the White House complex, right down the street from Peet's Coffee that I stop at every morning for a cup of coffee. Seeing that entire block turn into a shooting scene hits differently when you walk it every day. We're a growing channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I want you guys to see this.
Right now, we can confirm now 2 National Guard troops have been shot in Washington near the White House, is what we are told. We do not know about their
This is your fault, Democrats.
conditions at this time. We are just starting to get brand new details, but we can confirm 2 military personnel have been shot near the White House. Paul Morrow is joining us by phone. He's a retired NYPD inspector. Paul, we're just starting to get details here. What can you add to what we've learned so far?
Well, obviously it's very sketchy at this point, but your mind has to go to the fact that, of course, the National Guard has been deployed as an anti-crime measure in Washington. So while normally we would think of the White House as being, okay, maybe they were securing the White House, that's not really what they do. The National Guard doesn't really have that as a primary role. You have the Capitol Police and Secret Service and other elements there. Now, can the National Guard be involved? Sure. But where my mind goes right now is the fact that they've been out there using their omnipresence as a deterrent.
So before this video, before I was making this video regarding this, I received an image of the soldier being down, and I was not going to publish it, but I saw it made it on X, and it's a sanitized version. It's what you guys can see there. Authorities say 2 National Guard soldiers were performing a routine patrol near 17th and H Street when a gunman approached and opened fire. Officers, federal agents, and tactical teams rushed the scene within seconds. The entire area was locked down, streets sealed, and the search perimeter expanded toward Farragut West Metro. And this is where the political side of the story becomes unavoidable. Democrats have spent months claiming that National Guard troops deployed in the Capitol are doing Trump's bidding, rounding up illegals, and acting as immigration enforcers. They frame these soldiers as political actors instead of service members carrying out a lawful federal mission. And I'm reading off screen right now that people are in lockdown inside of the press briefing room. I'm going to be texting some of my friends to make sure they're good. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, does that rhetoric make these troops targets? I think it does. Let me know your thoughts. Investigators are treating this as a targeted attack, and that matters. When elected officials repeatedly claim the Guard is hunting migrants or militarizing deportations, it creates a false idea that these troops are oppressing communities. That narrative turns them into villains in the eyes of unstable individuals. And today we saw the dangerous consequences of that messaging, as 2 service members whose names have not been released yet were shot standing on a city sidewalk. And these troops weren't deporting anybody. They weren't in a confrontation. They were patrolling an area that has struggled with crime and disorder. They're trying to protect the people. The mission supports law enforcement, public safety, in coordination with federal agencies handling criminal cases involving illegal entrants. When politicians demonize that mission, some people take it literally and some people act on it, which is what's happening. If you got value from this update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm pretty upset, guys. Don't forget to give us a like and a comment and a follow. So here's my take. Democrats have spent months insisting the National Guard is doing Trump's bidding, helping deport illegals, and carrying out political orders. And we just had Democrats saying that they should not follow unlawful orders. All of that is creating the rhetoric and the distrust of the military to try to create people for sedition and treason and abandon their military orders. And it's creating such a public animosity against our National Guard and against our military that we've never seen. Could you imagine this happening after 9/11? I couldn't. And that kind of rhetoric doesn't just distort what these troops are actually doing. It puts them in fucking danger. When political leaders portray service members as political enforcers, unstable individuals start to believe those lies. We see it every day. And today, 2 soldiers were shot on a sidewalk that I walk every single morning when I'm in DC. They're not deporting anybody. They were not detaining migrants. They were patrolling an area that desperately needs stability. But when you convince people that troops are the enemy, somebody eventually acts on that message. And Democrats are going to say, oh no, this is Trump's fault. Watch, they're going to spin this. Our republic deserves leaders who tell the truth about our military, not leaders who turn them into targets to score political points, guys. Stay vigilant, say some prayers for these guys, and God bless.